This is Middle East Brief with Avi Kaner, your daily intelligence update on what actually matters.
Today, disinformation is becoming a central battlefield in the Middle East as coordinated networks, state-backed media, and high-visibility amplification shape global perception in real time. Here's what actually matters today. This conflict is not only being fought with weapons, it is being fought with narratives. Overnight, competing versions of events continue to spread rapidly across social platforms and broadcast channels, often within minutes of new developments. And not all of it is organic. A study out of Clemson University identified networks of coordinated accounts amplifying specific messages tied to the Iranian regime and its proxy ecosystem. These are not random users. They operate in clusters, posting identical or near identical content, pushing hashtags and amplifying narratives designed to shape perception at scale. The takeaway here, this is organized influence, not spontaneous opinion. This playbook is familiar. Russia used similar methods to shape public opinion around Ukraine. The same patterns are now visible across the Middle East. The objective is not just to inform, it is to distort, to blur responsibility, to create confusion, to redirect attention away from the actions of the mullah regime and its proxies. We saw this clearly in the immediate aftermath of October 7th. Within hours, narratives emerged that reframed events, diluted accountability, and shifted focus away from the initial attacks. That speed and coordination was not accidental because perception drives reaction. Governments respond to it, media reinforces it, public opinion forms around it. At the same time, major broadcast platforms play a powerful role. Networks like Al Jazeera, which is backed and funded by the Qatari regime, reach hundreds of millions of households worldwide. Their editorial framing can significantly influence how events are understood, especially when context is selective. This creates a feedback loop. Social media amplification meets global broadcast reach. Narratives are repeated, reinforced, and normalized, and then amplified further by high-profile voices with massive audiences, often without visibility into where those narratives originated. The implication is clear. Information itself has become a strategic weapon. Meanwhile, the underlying reality inside Iran is increasingly severe. The regime continues to violently suppress its own population, with widespread arrests, executions, and crackdowns on dissent. Security forces, including the IRGC and Basij, are deployed across cities to control unrest. And in a particularly alarming development, teenagers as young as 12 have been recruited into patrols and checkpoints, in some cases armed and used to enforce internal control. This is not a sign of strength, it is a sign of pressure. At the same time, the regime continues to rely on oil revenue and economic lifelines like Karg Island, while pursuing a strategy of endurance to outlast the United States and Israel. But the information layer obscures this reality. It makes aggression look like reaction. It makes coordinated campaigns look organic. And it makes internal repression less visible. Here's the critical point. Disinformation does not need to convince everyone. It only needs to create enough doubt, enough confusion, enough noise. That clarity is lost. And once clarity is lost, decision-making becomes more difficult. Across the region, that reality is understood. Israel, the United States, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates are responding not only to military threats, but to narrative warfare as well. The bottom line, the battlefield now includes information, and the side that shapes perception gains a real advantage. That makes disinformation one of the most important fronts to watch right now.
This is Middle East Brief with Avi Kaner. If you want clarity, not noise, follow and share. Continue the conversation on X at Avi Kaner. Back tomorrow.